Well, thanks so much for joining us for 13 News this evening. I'm Julia Brooks. Holidays are here again, and it is our second Christmas Eve of the pandemic. Things are looking a little different this year, though. Travel is back up, and people are spending the holidays with family, but that Omicron variant is still spreading. Tonight, we'll take a look at the travel ban officials say will be lifted soon, the flights canceled due to a climb in Omicron cases, as well as new options and how to get your COVID tests and where they come from. Plus, how COVID may affect the Colts' playoff chances. Well, the Biden administration will lift the travel restrictions on 8 southern African nations put in place to curb the spread of the Omicron variant. That's according to a senior administration official who says the CDC has recommended this move. A travel ban to South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and a handful of other nations will end on December 31st. This as health experts now say that COVID vaccines are effective at preventing severe cases of the Omicron variant. And some encouraging news, South African scientists believe that they are now past the peak of Omicron cases, giving hope that the threat of this variant will be short-lived. Well, United and Delta Airlines have canceled nearly 350 Christmas Eve flights nationwide, partially because of a spike in Omicron cases. In a statement, United Airlines said, quote, "The nationwide spike in Omicron cases this week has had a direct impact on our flight crews and the people who run our operation." Delta blamed their cancellations on a combination of issues, including the variant and winter weather. So here's a current look at the Indianapolis International Airport flight boards right now. No flight in or out of Indianapolis tonight have been affected. We'll keep you updated. Well, lines are long across the country as people try to get those last-minute COVID tests before visiting the family for the holiday. Earlier this week, the Biden administration announced that they'll be making 500 million at-home COVID tests available for free. Starting next month, the federal government will start mailing the tests to any U.S. household that requests them. But President Biden says as long as you're vaccinated and don't have a known exposure, you're still okay to go forward with your holiday plans. Well, there's breaking news in the COVID fight, which will more Americans get their hands on an at-home rapid test. In the past hour, the FDA gave the emergency okay for Indy's own Roche to roll out its at-home test. Our Emily Longnecker just spoke with him. What did you find out?
Yeah, well, big news for Roche and big news really across the country as we experience this shortage of rapid tests available to test for COVID. The FDA today granted emergency use authorization to Roche to start manufacturing rapid at-home COVID tests. Now, you'll be able to get them over the counter at pharmacies and major retailers. You'll use a nasal swab at home and you will be able to have the results, says Roche, in about 15 minutes. The word from Roche is that it can detect all of the variants, this new test, and this comes at a time, of course, when we have been experiencing a shortage of these rapid COVID tests across the country. These new tests, according to Roche, should be available by the end of January.